Who survived Jinx's attack on the council? I've been wondering that myself these past few months, and after some careful consideration, I think I may know the answer. So the two characters that people will be most curious about are Jace and Mel, as they were very close to each other and were the closest to the blast. And I know people will be shouting Viktor at me, but I'll get to him. Anyway, Mel is an interesting one because her clothing glows when Jinx's chomper approaches, suggesting that she may have some sort of sense or power, or maybe her clothing has some special properties to it. But does that mean she survives the blast? I don't think so, I'm afraid. I think her senses or clothing helped her realise that something was approaching, but only to warn everyone for that split second. And I think this makes sense because this will also help the story progress in terms of her mother, Ambassa, who wanted to use the Hex Tech for war. Plus, if her daughter were to die because of Hex Tech, that's all she needs to make it a reality. Riot Games also showed us that they don't mind killing off main characters in Arcane who are not League of Legends champions. So unfortunately, it makes sense that she will fall. Now, what about Jace? He is of course a League of Legends champion, so I believe that he will survive. But not just because of that, from a story perspective as well. He's the one who made Hex Tech happen, and I think it will be interesting for him to have to deal with the fact that his discovery led to this, where the council itself was targeted. To also have to deal with the loss of the person he loved in Mel could break him, and make him join forces with Ambassa. Now, from a practical standpoint, I don't know how close his hammer was, or if it was there at all. But if it was close enough, he may have reached for it and used it as a shield, just like Vi did during her fight with Savika. So for me, Jace will survive, but it could lead him to a destructive path. Viktor himself was also present next to Jace, and I believe that he will also survive, but with some bad injuries to sort of push the story on, because there is so much more of his story to be told, and he hasn't become the cyborg like Viktor everyone knows from League of Legends. Even if he gets injured, I can see Jace helping him become full cyborg to heal his wounds. Again, it doesn't seem like they are really ready to kill off popular champions, so I think he will survive. Next up we have Cassandra Kiriman, or Mrs. Kiriman, and I'm afraid to say that she will not survive the blast. I understand that League of Legends lore has Caitlyn's mother dying another way, but I can't see her surviving this. I really do feel for Caitlyn, but when you factor in the promo for Season 2 suggesting both Caitlyn and Vi will be after Jinx, it pretty much confirms that Caitlyn's mother will die. I must admit though, Vi sounds more emotional than Caitlyn does, but I guess that can be explained by the fact that she cares for her so much, and the fact that her sister was responsible for the attack. So yeah, it's heartbreaking, I know, but it will most likely happen. As for the rest of the council, we have Hoskell, Bulbuk, Shola and Silo. I probably butchered all those names, but you know, it's tough because we know very little about him. What I did find out though was that Bulbuk's race was almost destroyed by arcane magic in the past, so it will be interesting to see if there's a reaction from Bulbuk's people. But will it make a massive difference to the story in Season 2 if all four die? Quite possibly, because it will only leave Jace alive, and you know, what is he going to do from there? So I believe that all four of them will die, leaving only Jace and Viktor alive, which will be very interesting, seeing him have to come to terms with the damage the Hex Tech has caused, but also wanting revenge, and with Ambassa's influence, getting involved in other skirmishes throughout the world. It could get real messy, and you know what? I'm all here for it. So let me know what you think, like and sub for more videos like this one, and I will see you very soon.